Do you know that the resilient nature of the Igbo people of Nigeria did not start today? Long before the 20th century, before the Biafran War, and even before colonial resistance, that unbreakable spirit was already burning brightly on the shores of America in 1803. It was May, on the coast of Georgia. A group of about 75 Igbo men, women, and children had just endured the horrors of the Middle Passage aboard the slave ship Wanderer. Captured from what is today southeastern Nigeria, these were not ordinary captives. The Igbo were known even then for their fierce love of independence, their republican spirit, and their deep-rooted refusal to bow to tyranny. Bought by agents of wealthy planters, John Coupeia and Thomas Spalding, they were loaded onto a smaller vessel to be taken to the plantations on St. Simon's Island. But the Igbo had other plans. Somewhere along the short coastal journey, they revolted. They overpowered their captors, seized control of the ship, and ran it aground in a marshy tidal creek called Dunbar Creek. The place would forever become known as Igbo Landing. Once ashore, still bound in chains, the Igbo made a collective decision that would echo through centuries. Led by their elders or chief, they turned away from the prospect of lifelong enslavement. Hand in hand, they walked into the waters of Dunbar Creek, singing in their native tongue. The water spirit brought us here. The water spirit will take us home. They chose death over bondage. Some accounts say bodies were later recovered. Others say a number may have escaped into the swamps. But in the powerful oral tradition of the Gullah Geechee people who still live in the Sea Islands, the story transformed into something even greater, the legend of the Flying Africans. In this version, the Igbo did not drown. They rose, transformed, and flew back across the Atlantic to Africa, or walked upon the water to freedom. This single act of defiance at Igbo Landing became one of the most potent symbols of resistance in the entire history of the transatlantic slave trade. It showed the world that the Igbo spirit could not be broken, not by chains, not by the ocean, not by the brutal machinery of slavery. And that same resilience? It has shown itself again and again, in trade, in scholarship, in creativity, in the face of war, and in the pursuit of freedom wherever Igbo people found. The waters of Dunbar Creek still whisper their story today.